Hello, you're very welcome. Welcome, Arash, to the Seamus Ennis Arts Centre here in Null. We have a very special night with some special guests that we will introduce you to shortly. We missed Jerry Cullen last month, so I'm going to ask him to kick us off with a song now in a minute, but later we will hear from Róise Ní Mhurchú and some people on Zoom as well. Special thank you and hello to my co-host online, Connor Sweetman, and hopefully you'll stop hearing doubly from me in the room now, echoing, reverberating through Null here in North County Dublin, and we'll get a lovely song from Jerry, if you'd like to introduce it or anything.
One morning in springtime, as day was a-dawning, bright Phoebus had risen from over the lea. I spied a fair maiden as homeward she wandered, from herding her flock on the hills of Glenshee. I stood in amazement and said, "My fair maiden, if you will come down to St. Johnston with me, there's ne'er been a lady set foot in my castle, there's ne'er been a lady more grander than thee. A coach and 6 horses to go at your bidding, and all that you meet will say, 'Ma'am,' unto thee. Fine servants to serve thee and go at your bidding. I'll make you my bride, my sweet lass of Glenshee. Oh, what do I care for your castles and coaches? Oh, what do I care for your gay granderie? I'd rather be home at my cot, at my spinning, or herding my flock on the hills of Glenshee. Away with such nonsense and get off beside me. Ere summer is done, my sweet bride you will be. It's then in my arms I'll gently caress thee. It's then she consented, I took her with me. 7 years have rolled on since we were united. There's many's the change, but there's no change on me. And my love is as fair as that morn on the mountain, when I plucked me a wild rose on the hills of Glenshee.
Gorgeous. Is Johnstown in Donegal, I believe, is it? Okay, beautiful song.
Not sure. Len Graham, what a Len Graham song. So
Yes, gorgeous.
could very well be Ferguson.
I believe so. I believe it is. Stefan O'Hanlon, you were running a pop-up Gaeltacht in the spur of the moment here a moment ago. You had us all going. Well done.
But I'm going to sing in English.
Yeah, gone fine.
Yeah. Kilkelly, Ireland. Kilkelly's in County Mayo.
I'll ask Róise or myself to move that microphone just towards you and face towards you, so we can enjoy you in the Zoomiverse as well.
What do I mean about
Your own time.
Okay. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1860, my dear and loving son John. Your good friend, the schoolmaster, Pat McNamara, so good as to write these words down. Your brothers have all gone to find work in England. The house is so empty and sad. And the crop of potatoes is sorely infected, a third to a half of them bad. And your sister Bridget and Patrick O'Donnell are going to be married in June. Your mother says not to work on those railroads and be sure to come on home soon. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1870, my dear and loving son John. Hello to your missus and to your 4 children, may they grow healthy and strong. Michael has got in a wee bit of trouble, I suppose he never will learn. And because of the dampness, there's no turf to speak of, and we've got nothing to burn. And Bridget is happy and named a child for her, and now she's got 6 of her own. You say you found work, but you don't say what kind, or when you'll be coming home. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1880, dear Michael and John, my sons. I'm sorry to give you the very sad news that your dear mother's passed on. We buried her at the church in Kilkelly, our brothers and Bridget were there. You don't have to worry, she died very quickly. Remember her in your prayers. And it's good to hear that Michael's returning with money. He's sure to buy land. For the crops have been poor and the people are selling at any price that they can. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1890, my dear and loving son John. Hello to your missus and... Kilkelly, Ireland, 1890, my dear and loving son John. I suppose I must be close on to 80, it's 30 years since you're gone. And because of all of the money you sent me, I'm still living out on my own. Michael has built a fine house for himself, and Bridget's daughters have grown. And thank you for sending that family picture, they're lovely young women and men. Why don't you think about coming to visit? We'd all love to see you again. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1892, my dear brother John. I suppose I should have wrote sooner to tell you that father's passed on. He was living with Bridget, she said he was happy and healthy right down to the end. You should have seen him play with the grandchildren of Pat McNamara, your friend. We buried him alongside of Mother down at the Kilkelly churchyard. He was a strong and a feisty old man, considering his life was so hard. And it's funny the way he kept talking about you. He called for you at the end. Why don't you think about coming to visit? We'd all love to see you again. Maggie.
Mahu, Stefan. Good meet Fair play. Connor Sweetman Mhurchú, can you say hello there and introduce a Zoom singer for us, please?
Hello from Lusk in North County Dublin. Hi everyone, good to see you all. We have a great turnout of singers on Zoom today, and we'll start with Seamus Shield. Seamus, I'm just going to ask you to unmute and then over to you. One moment.
Yep, that's it, I think,
Hi
Connor.
Seamus.
Oh, yeah. This is one of the many versions of Lowlands Away. I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. My love, she came all dressed in white. Lowlands away. I dreamed my love came in my sleep. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. Her cheeks were wet, her eyes did weep. Lowlands away. She came to me at my bedside. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. All dressed in white like some fair bride. Lowlands away. And bravely in her bosom fair. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. A red, red rose my love did wear. Lowlands away. She made no sound, no word she said. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. And then I knew my love was dead. Lowlands away, she waved her hand, one last goodbye. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. I wipe the tear from out my eye. Lowlands away. Then I awoke to hear the cry. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. Oh, watch on deck, oh, watch ahoy. Lowlands away. Sinead?
What's up, Seamus?
Cheers, Connor. Thanks.
Now, Connor, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, do you need another singer?
If you have someone lined up ready to go,
We
if
have a
not,
very
then we'll.
enthusiastic bunch here, so yeah, I have a good few ready to go.
And there's a lot of
Um,
new people, and there's a few people who've never been here before in the room as well. I should just say, from the very first session, Seamus has been standing outside of that pub waiting to get in, just for anyone who's new here. Who do you think who's winning the lotto ticket there, Connor?
maybe Katrina Iverku, if you're ready, if you're ready to
Oh,
go. I know you
yeah.
were having your dinner there a few minutes ago.
She looks familiar. She looks like our special guest singer here tonight.
Oh, it's funny that. I'm going to ask you to unmute, Katrina.
Yeah, I
There
think
you
that's
go.
me now, yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to sing a song from Inishowen, often sung by the great Jim McFarland, the girl from Glenagivney. Jim has a different air to it. This is an air that was collected by Honoria Galway back about 150 years ago. So we have been doing it in Inishowen and putting it to this new air. So we'll give it a go. 'Twas on a Monday morning in weather calm and clear. We crossed Greencastle Ferry in the springtime of the year. We crossed Greencastle Ferry free from every care and toil to view the fields and valleys green across the river Foyle. Magilligan's a neat wee place, and very well 'tis known. But I intend to leave it and living in the Shone, where the girls they dress neat and clean in every degree. Of all the parts of Ireland, sweet in is shown for me. The road to Glenagivney lies above Greencastle town. There lives a handsome calling of honour and renown. The smile of her sweet countenance, it has exhausted me. By Cupid's dart I found the smart, I'm wounded quite by she. I'm sorry, love, you slight me, and I your wounded slave. I never cease to worship you until I reach my grave. Perhaps you'll rue when I'm far off, and Cupid sets me free. So take kind fortune as your guide, and come away with me. The character I got of you, it pleases me right well. I care not what my friends may think, I'm out to please myself. And if the fates prove kind at all, I'm sure I'll never rue. So I have no objection, John, to come and marry you. Sinead.
Great stuff, Katrina. Thank you.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, Connor. It's your first night doing the co-hosting, so thank you so much. You're doing a great job. I think there's no better person to lead into our special guest than our last singer, so we might just leave it there from the floor, and we'll come back and get more songs from people here in the room as well as people on Zoom, hopefully later. We will take a short break. After, we're very delighted to hear from Róise, the daughter of that lovely singer, is now going to sing a few songs in your own time. You can steal Stefan's Earlish Shaw microphone. So, Róise.
It's honor all ward a bhí an seo, bheith an seo I we're going just the nacht. It's a pleasure and a delight to be down here in your company tonight, and with everyone on Zoom. I saw a few familiar faces: Rita Gallagher and Lucy and Mum and Dad and Cormac, and I can't see who else is there, but I think I recognised a few other people. But lovely to see you all on. Look around. Oh, of course, Sal. I see Sal there. Lovely to see you. I don't think I recognise anyone else, but lovely to meet you all too. I'll start off with a song as Gaeilge, agus bhí mar chót agam arm chapla mamateo hin an drochir tá a food ag an am seo den bblion. Unfortunately, it's quite cool at this time of year. I was saying I had my coat on, and a song I'm going to sing is Chucky and Sauru, so the summer will come. Unfortunately, I know it seems like it's just past summer, but thinking about it, and it's beautiful, the imagery that's in the song Chucky and Sauru agus Fossey and Fair, and the grass will grow, and it talks about a man that he scart me a good his hall, like he was going round all the doors trying to find his love, and Hioma head, Hioma here, he was walking all over trying to find her. But unfortunately, as a lot of love songs, unfortunately, we'll see if there's a happy or a sad ending. Sure, bit motivation. So, Chucky and Sauru, Hogus Fossey affair. Chucky and the glass ward na creo. Chucky morun char clap one udle gus puri she chun swas la queen it's all go chuis matun
Shianin sukru varun erfal Nihub alle queen erbi Shinon the wind white Nokias Aculam Bron Mreshi Tamor She took a letter my small feelings door the churn for the show me John Bruin Stem Holly Alarm Smer Echenshuel Struik an Meshikus Mo Ellen Ban Snatch Nervakel Toin Achichen Wash Gwegel Haina Melana Nor Portling Trial Mreke Skirt Marika Dares Hal Skirt Marishan Romachrer File Shither Chitachilon Nachroshian No Gurili Shirish An Boachildan You ma Gishum Mahyar Yum Corki Ogus Pole Aclia Yum Polish of Hol Blind Ekirimos Doshin When Jim Chiel Schnee.
Dun list the shogam. I have the list here, so I don't remember what I'm going to sing. Yeah, Lanama Arai, Le Oran, Merla Inish, Oran Aholamasha Eg Gabriel McCardle. This is a song that I heard from the great Gabriel McCardle. It's a Fermanagh song called Flora, and it's gorgeous. But I just thought the story in it was so. It touched my heart, and I just thought it was a very poignant story. So although it's an Ulster song, I know it's from Fermanagh, but I have taken it into my repertoire. So, and of course Rosie Stewart too, and the Rainbow Singing Circle. So she sings it. So I'll give it a wang. As I went out walking one evening in June, for to view a green field glad with the young, and the birds in the bushes, they merrily did sing. Was there ever a lover as happy as me? As me and my Flora, and I will go to my Flora, and this I will say. When will we get married? Love, mention the day. Indeed, noble shepherd, my time has not come for to marry, kind sir. I am far too young. I will go to my service until I get wise, and then we get married. Young Flora replies. Well, according to her promise, to her service she went, for to wait on a laddie it was her intent. For to wait on a laddie and a rich laddie brave. So they dressed up young Flora in costly arrays. Well, the 6 months been over, long over and gone, I wrote my love a letter for to know of her mind. And the answer that she gave me, she was content in her life, and she'd rather be single than be any man's wife. When I read these few lines, it caused me for to smart, for to think that young Flora and I had to part. For to think that young Flora would prove so unkind, like an unconstant lover, she has altered her mind. Once my 2 cheeks were as red as a rose, but now they're as pale as a lily that grows, like a rose in a garden, all faded and gone. See all I have gained from the loving of one. Shame. I probably should do a bit of a faster one after that, more lively. Otherwise, you might be falling asleep at home.
Your mom's very proud, she says. Katrina. She's very proud.
Beidir go geallam Well, actually, once you mentioned Mum there, Mum, normally if Mum, Dad and I were together, we would sing maybe a song together, a bit of harmony. So I know we're on Zoom now, but I hope you'll sing along with me. And this is a song, She's a Shleo. It's from the Donegal Gaelta, it's a song around there. It was a translation of, we were talking earlier about Len Graham, and Len Graham sings Down the Moor and Through the Heather. And this is a translation of this that Seamus Grena, Shosif. Yeah, I could see Dad saying there, Shosif Ukraina, as Rana Farste from the great Ukraina family of poets and writers from the Rana Farste the Gaelta to Rana Farste. And so he translated this. So she's a Shleo. Oh, she's a Shleo. And sing it, you can join in. There's a chorus to this one, so anyone could join in at home or in the room. Feel free. Gol she's a clan, the watching frepians, bear come from sangri hana tat nu. In the weakness live a smell hanker, the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo, is free, right nach. She's a Shleo, favroachanyase. In the weakness live a smell hanker, the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo. Go free your wines, met randain kjoil. Es ma chomoira lesh na mannain. Shahanak ma womens per van kjoil chisko bun trochter jachaglianne. She's a Shleo, is free, right nach. She's a Shleo, favroachanyase. In the weakness Shleo, is men henker, the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo. Borgres, but just in the Gershon thin hin a line. Gerlina nyata tana sir what and sir here wajanle. She's a Shleo, is free, right nach. She's a Shleo, favroachanyase. In the weakness Shleo, is smell hanker, in the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo. Oh, hello, Kushasham. Kai kamailut valachur. Is this mama hoy to edo bonana hones karuona machur. She's in Shleo, is free, right nach. She's in Shleo, favroachanyase. In the weakness Shleo, is melom henker, in the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo. Jerry she akashushit lay. Sneren shita sa hat na anyam. Ach the mena marie an in pandrin te agus winning much foiner hio valiante. She's a Shleo, is free, right nach. She's a Shleo, favroachanyase. In the weakness Shleo, is made henker, the mashes favroachanyase. She's a Shleo.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We're going to have a cup of tea here and a wee chat. I think it's nice to get the break right on time as we're doing, because I know we have some lovely singers queued up. And there's new people in the room that I want to say hello to and see if we can coax a song, an additional song in the room out of as well. So, and I know there's plenty online. So let's take 10 minutes there and have a chat and a drink. And we'll be serving care packages to all your homes now via drone. I shouldn't say that maybe, but Gurmila, 10 minutes. We'll see you shortly. Yeah. Oh, we're back. Fáilte Rash, welcome back to the Seamus Ennis Art Centre. I'll just do something while people are coming back into the room with a cup of tea. When we have so much lovely Irish being sung, and it's getting into the cold winter nights, so we get away with we sneak a bit of American folk in here. We'll throw the Cúpla Focal in some point to it, I promise. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Why is the earth moving round the sun? Floating in a vacuum with no purpose, not a one. Why in the night sky are the lights hung? Oh. Why is life made only for to end? Why do I do all this waiting then? Why this frightened part of me that's fated to pretend? Why is life only for to end? Oh. Agus in the city only for a while, here to taste the metal in the bile. I heard you on the radio, I couldn't help but smile. In the city only for a while. Oh. Thank you. Good, Mila. You can come back in now, everyone. You're very welcome. Welcome back to the Seamus Ennis Art Centre. We have we actually have a few new faces, both on Zoom and in the room. We hope they keep coming back. We hope to keep being able to offer these free sessions with the very best singing guests that we're so excited to have every month, which we'll hear more from later. But now, will one of our new members kindly do us a song? Mark Barry, where are you from and what will you sing?
I'm from Malahide, North County Dublin, and I'm going to sing a song called The Bow Run that I first heard in Achill at Scoil Aicliff. It's called Colm O'Donnell sang it, and I bought his CD and I learned it off the CD. But so I can't say he taught me it. But anyway, shall we give it a go anyway?
Please do.
I am a year-old kid. I'm worth scarcely 20 quid. I'm a kind of beast you might well look down on. Oh, but my value will increase at the time of my decease. For when I grow up, I want to be a bow on. Now, if you kill me for me meat, you won't find me very sweet. On your palate, I'm afraid I'll soon turn sour on. Oh, but if you do me in for the sake of my thick skin, you will find I'll make a very tasty bowed on. Now my parents Bill and Nan, they do not approve this plan to become a yoke for every yob to pound on. But I will sooner scamper with a bang than with a whimper, and achieve reincarnation as a bowed on. Now I look forward to the day when I leave off eating hay and become a drum to entertain a crowd on. And I'll make my presence felt with each well-delivered belt as a fully qualified and licensed bowed on. For 'tis when I'm killed and cured, my career will be assured. I'm the kind of skin you'll find no scum or scour on, and with studs around me rim, I'll be sound of wind and limb, and I'll make a handy dandy little bowed on. Oh, my heart with joy expands when I think of far off lands, and considers all the streets where I will sound on. And I pity my poor ma, who will never see a fla, or indulgent foreign travels as about on. For a hornpipe or a reel, a dead donkey has no feel, or a horse or cow or sheep that has its shroud on. And you can't join in a jig as a former grade A pigger, but you can wallop out the lot if you're about on. So if you're ever feeling low, to a session you should go, and take me there to exercise an hour on, and you can strike a mighty thump on my belly, back or rump. But I thank you all to wait till I'm about on. Oh. Now a cat's lives they are 9, oh, but they are not very fine, and a dog has much material to growl on. But 'tis when you are a goat you can strike a merry note, just as long as you have first become about on. And when I dedicate my hide, I'll enhance my family's pride, for tradition is a thing I won't fall down on. And I'll bear a few young bucks who'll inherit my good looks, and be proud to know their owl one was about on. Now I don't think he'll mind if I leave himself behind, and regret I can no longer leave the power on. And with a Celtic ink design tattooed on my behind, I will make a very sexy little bowed on. Now I think you've heard enough of this rubbishy old guff, so I'll put a sudden end to my wee out on, and quite soon my bleeded bleed will become a steady beat when I start my new existence as a bowed on. There we go.
I've never heard that one. Thank you so much. Well done, Mark. So,
very much.
if we're ready to go on Zoom, we'll have a singer on Zoom. If not, and either after that, we might call upon our other new guest here, Christoph Capwell from Balbriggan. So we've had Malahide and we'll have Balbriggan. But Connor, do you have someone ready to unmute there?
Yes, we have a few people I lined up before the break. So,
Gorgeous.
Lucy, if you're ready to go, I'll just ask you to unmute. And then after Lucy, we'll go to Alberta. But we'll try Lucy first.
Can you hear me now?
Hi, Lucy. Yeah.
Hello. I'm not that used on the mobile. My iPad's not working, whatever's wrong with it, so I'm not very sure. So I'm wondering. I'll try this song. You can hear me okay? Yeah.
All good, loud and clear.
Good. Okay. It's called The Hero of Bonnie Carlo. I'm a poor simple maid that's in sad tormentation, and love is the cause of my pain. For the sake of a hero, I pine in vexation. Sly Cupid my poor heart has slain. Young Charles O'Neill is the one I adore, the rarest and fairest round Erin's green shores. He's gone to vile Spain, where cannons do roar. the hero of Bonnie Carlo. Well, my love was 19 then when he and I parted. It was on the 3rd of July. He left his dear Mary alone, broken hearted, afflicted and anxious to die. He sailed on that day from old Erin's so green to fight for the cause of the fair Spanish queen. But how I could wish that I never had seen the hero of Bonnie Carlo. The most obdurate heart would melt into pity to see me take leave of my dear. The crowds that flocked in both from country and city, for us they did all shed a tear. He kissed my pale lips that were colder than clay, till the soldiers assembled and tore him away. Adieu, lovely Mary, my darling did say, the hero of Bonnie Carlo. Well, they dragged him on board and they sailed down the river. The skies did resound with my cries. Like one in a palsy, in truth I did shiver, and heavy indeed were my sighs. He courteously bowed as he raised his right hand on the quarter deck there where my darling did stand. He spoke, but his words I could not understand. The hero of Bonnie Carlo. But now news has arrived that he's mortally wounded, and that by a large cannonball. The thoughts of the same have left me confounded, and here on grim death now I call. To come soon in haste and to finish all strife, and cut the weak thread of my short tender life. I long to be dead, since I'll ne'er be the wife of the hero of Bonnie Carlo. Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And if we have time, Fergus, for one more on Zoom, we have Alberta lined up.
Yeah, please.
Alberta, I'm just going to ask you to unmute.
Good.
Great.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
welcome.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. This is the words for this were written by Ethna Carberry, and the air I found in O'Neill. So it's called the Love Talker, and it's about something scary. So I met a man while walking one evening in the glen. He was handsomer than any of our handsome young men. His eyes were blacker than the sloe, his voice sweeter far than the crooning of old Kevin's pipes beyond in Cumnagar. I was bound for the milking with a heart fair and free. My grief, that bitter hour drained the life from me. I thought him human lover, though his lips on mine were cold, and the breath of death blew keen on me within his hold. I know not what way he came, no shadow fell behind. But all the sighing rushes sweet beneath the fairy wind. The thrush ceased its singing, a mist crept about. We two clung together with the world shut out. Beyond the ghostly mist, I could hear my cattle low. The little cow from Ballina, clean as driven snow. The dun cow from Kerry, the roan from Inisheer. Oh, pitiful their calling, and his whispers in my ear. His eyes were a fire, his words were a snare. I cried my mother's name, but no help was there. I made the blessed sign, then he gave a dreary moan. A wisp of cloud went floating by, and I stood alone. Running ever through my head is an old-time rune. Who meets the love talker must weave her shroud soon. My mother's face is furrowed with the salt tears that fall, but the kind eyes of my father are the saddest of all. I have spun the fleecy lint, and now my wheel is still. The linen length is woven for my shroud fine and chill. I shall stretch me on the bed where a happy maid I lay. Pray for the soul of Myra Oak at the dawning of the day. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Alberta. Brilliant. I can't hear you. Oh yeah. What?
Yeah, lovely, gorgeous stuff. Thank you, everyone on Zoom. Fantastic. We're going to return to the room here. Another new first-time Seamus Ennis singing sessioner, Christoph Capwell, representing Balbriggan. This is nominative determinism, I think, being called Capwell and being sat over there like that. Very good. What song would you like to sing us?
So I'll sing a song called Santiana.
Lovely.
So sing along if you fancy.
And if you can smidge, just to let everyone enjoy it in Zoom land. Mighty stuff, mighty stuff.
I'm sailing down the river from Liverpool, heave away, Santiana, round the Cape Horn to Frisco Bay, way off to California. So heave her up and away we'll go, heave away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, way off to California. There's plenty of gold, so I've been told, heave away, Santiana. Plenty of gold, so I've been told, way off in California. So heave her up and away we'll go, heave away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, way off to California. Well, back in the days of 49, heave away, Santiana. Back in the days of a good old time, way off in California. So heave her up and away we'll go, heave away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, way off to California. So heave her up and away we'll go, heave away, Santiana. Heave her up and away we'll go, way off to California.
Gorgeous stuff. Thank you so much, Christoph. We hope you come back and come to the session again. And anyone joining us for the first time on Zoom, if you're ever in the area, come and there's a cafe. You can come and have a cup of coffee. There's always beautiful events going on here in the Seamus Ennis Arts Centre. At the moment and until the end of November, there's one Gillian Cullen, the lovely daughter of Jerry, who started us off this evening. She has a fine point art exhibition. So all her artwork, all pencil drawn, is hanging in the various rooms where there's lessons going on, and it's open to the public always here in the Seamus Ennis Arts Centre. So if anyone's interested to come and check out her art, that's an added bonus to come and visit the centre at the moment. So we'd love to pop over. I think Rita is lined up with a song. Connor
correct.
Sweetman,
Nice
if you
one.
want to
Yeah.
make sure she's unmuted.
Rita, I'm just going to ask you to unmute now.
That's it. Thanks
Hi.
very much. Thank you. I'm just going to sing something nice and short, and it's yet another song about Loch Earn. I am a wee weaver confined to my loom. My love, she is fairer than the red rose in bloom. She is loved by all young men, and that does grieve me. My heart's in the bosom of lovely Mary. As Willie and Mary roamed by yon shady bower, where Willie and Mary spent many a happy hour, where the thrush and the blackbird do consort in core, sing the praises of Mary round Loch Erin shore. As Willie and Mary roved by yon riverside, said Willie to Mary, will you be my bride? This couple got married, and they'll roam no more. They'll have pleasure and treasure round Loch Erin shore. Sinead.
Lovely, Rita. Thank you.
I'd love to hear a song from you, unless if you are feeling very generous and have someone lined up there. Ready to go?
I can do one.
Good man.
I'll do a shortish one. Come fill up your glasses with whiskey and beer. Here's to your health and lots of good cheer. To our sisters and brothers, and may they live long. So fill up your glasses and join in this song. And here's to the farmers who work on the land, who live where they work and who toil while they can. To the teachers and carpenters and the bold engineers, may their wages keep rising over the years. To the artists and writers, let's now drink a health. The people whose joys and whose pains are our wealth, whose tools are but pencil and paper and pen, whose hopes for the future is the progress of men. Let the men drink a health to their sweethearts and wives, and the women, being willing, will greet them likewise. May their pleasures be many, and their sorrows few. May they cherish the day they made one out of two. And here's to our children, and let us prepare a world without sorrow or strife or care, a world where goodwill amongst men is the law, a world without fallout, a world without war. So fill up your glasses with whiskey and beer. Here's to your health and lots of good cheer. To our sisters and brothers, and may they live long. So fill up your glasses and join in this song. Sinead.
Brilliant. Connor Sweetman, everybody. Lovely stuff. Do you have one more? We'll take one more because I know there's such fine and eager.
Well, I'd sent Des and I sent Des and Ruth a message. I don't know if they got it, but if they could do one of their world famous duets.
Are they in the same room?
They are.
Oh.
I've asked them to unmute. Ruth and Des and Ruth, are you there?
And we'll get the volume back up from the Zoom here in the room as well. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we've got it.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, there's a funny echo.
I think it's fixed now.
Okay, thank you, Connor. Well, the one we had in mind to do is a World War II song we got from David Sweetman and no, David Kidman, sorry. And it's Arlingham is a small village in Worcestershire in England, and this was where they had a big recruitment and training camp there during the Second World War. So it goes like this. They're building a camp on the cornfields at Arlingham, bulldozers churning and changing the land, long barbed wire fences and acres of tarmac, nissen huts ranged where the crops used to stand. Bright-eyed young village girls giggling and staring at tanks and transporters that darken the sky. And convoys of lorries with fresh faces peering out. So many young men come learning to die. They say you can still hear the village hall band. Grey ghostly couples still glide round the floor, but Normandy orchards were waiting to welcome new partners for death in that mad dance of war. The ladies have started a comforts committee, but Reverend John's more concerned about sin. Hughes at the White Swan is rubbing his hands a lot, watching the troops and the prophets roll in. Eager young squaddies with overdone courtesy, tipping their caps to the girls passing by. Too soon from school to be licentious soldiery, some of the young men come learning to die. They say you can still hear the village hall band. Grey ghostly couples still glide round the floor, but Normandy orchards were waiting to welcome new partners for death in the mad dance of war. Well, mother would have a blue fit if she knew about Lieutenant Johnston and walks in the wood. She'd lay down the law and she'd always gone on about men being beasts, so a girl must be good. But even she'd laugh at our clumsy propriety, him far too fearful and me far too shy. She might even pity his lonely bewilderment. One of the young men come learning to die. They say you can still hear the village hall band. Grey ghostly couples still glide round the floor, but Normandy orchards were waiting to welcome new partners for death in that mad dance of war. Well, peace came to Arlingham many long years ago. Time passing by healed the scars on the land. Tanks on the village green, just a fond memory. Crops growing back where the huts used to stand. But when I walk in the woods on a summer's night, by the tree's edge when the wind starts to sigh, I still hear those voices all rising in harmony. So many young men come learning to die. They say you can still hear the village old band. Grey ghostly couples still glide round the floor, but Normandy orchards were waiting to welcome new partners for death in that mad dance castle. That's it.
Thanks, Des. Thanks, Ruth. Lovely. The world famous Ruth and Des and Ruth. Back to you, Fergus.
Or your relatives got a credit for writing that song at the beginning, Sweetman.
Nearly, yeah.
Yeah, your lost brother, as Jerry says. Lovely stuff. I hope that the famous duo will return again next month and sing us another song. That would be brilliant. I should just clarify that Gillian Cullen is having an actual launch, although her artwork is already hanging here in the Seamus Ennis, and you can view it any time. There will be plenty free wine, I'm sure, on Sunday, the 19th of October. It depends if Jerry gets his hands on the first. Yeah, sorry, who gets there first, I should say. But that is on Sunday, the 19th, just this Sunday. And then to keep in your calendars, the 20th next month. I know lots of us have already tonight mentioned Len Graham and his great impact on song collecting and singing, and he will be our special guest next month. So that's the 20th, as it should be, the third Thursday of each month. So that's the 20th, and then we break for Christmas. So please do spread the word and come along, and it'll be a fabulous evening with Len Graham here next month. But not getting ahead of ourselves, if we can hear some more songs from the fabulous Róise and her family cheering her on, the Mhurchús, Mila. So in your own time there. Do you have any, I should have asked you as the mic is getting set up, is there any concerts or anything coming up or any gigs that you're doing? I know you're involved with running some lovely sessions and things yourself. Anything you want to mention?
Oh, well, just, I know I'm down, I believe, so next is the Oireachtas, of course, the Irish Language Festival is coming to Belfast at the end of October now, and I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be a great gathering of all Gaeilgeoirí from all across Ireland, and it's great. It's the first time since 1997, I believe, don't quote me on that it is coming to Belfast. So it'll be great for all the young people and not so young people, and really looking forward to that. And then I'm down in the Loch Shore sessions with the Hannahs. They're organising a great festival, so I'm looking forward to going there. I think Rita is going down too, and a few other great singers. So really looking forward to that.
Lovely.
Stuff.
Gorgeous. You've no CDs for sale this time or anything like this?
Not yet.
Next time,
Maybe we'll
next
see.
time you're over as a guest, I'm sure.
No, but
Please God.
yeah, so I mentioned Rita there. I think it's starting off with a song called An Waidin Wara. So this
lovely.
is a song again heard. So I'm from Derry, but I have a great connection le Gaeltacht here Chonnail. Great connection with the Donegal Gaeltacht of Ranamonu. So they're Rana Farst agus Anagra Tasha agus Vineyard Kjolteri Harter Chanta Shin na Hog. Órain dú agus a holama fas níos Maria ní Weenie, Maria ní Honal agus Triana agus Brianda ní Minnie O'Donnell a bhíon Fielfly Hulam agus Connie Very Vicky like ní bhéidir te list all on a show na holama ag glór Hioltari and Waidramara, and I mentioned Rita there. We actually, when we were down in the rainbow singing session, I don't know if you know, but Paddy Tunney has translated this into English, and it's in his book The Stone Fiddle, and so we did a lovely duet, but this time I'll sing just the Irish version, and it's normally sung with 3 verses, the first 3, but the other 2 verses I got from Brianda ní Minnie, Brian O'Donnell. And it can now be found in like the Aberorn book and stuff like that in the new edition. So I will give it a try. So. Es cos a gurvatu no gre tu an gran. Ten schnachte gefrasach verwel de man doch buite chiste velin sau shu talk of Mary Henny
Shianin now what in village third my one fa fruach gladis fa na tra moi in water in earth should talk of Mary Henny Shiani in earth now Ta mish a thursach is big Mo white of Frignales, mo Frederick Bois, warna tantes favel na thread. Should talk of Mary Henny, Shiani Edruai kasarnya fi mala Nerlek tu tashkia hainyer yaw mawaj Kusanet tu awale Should talk of Mary Henny, Shiani now. There's a slant to go more fun age. Oh, Jimmy, that's spare van art warna tante svavelna tre should talk of Mary Henny Shiani Gonta cyn chéad cyn eile a dhéanas me na Seoir near choma a gurkle araniacht the real. So this one I've never sung out in a singing circle, but it's a song that I've been doing a lot. I've been helping children prepare for their Oireachtas come to Belfast, so I was going about the schools, the Gael Scoilina in Malfarste. And I was doing a few songs with him from Donegal, Store, and a few ones like that. But I was doing the song Tan Caoilech ag Fógart an Lé, which is a lovely song, and it's just kind of, the tune is, it's also a jig. But I was thinking it might be nice. Now, I haven't even practiced it, so we'll see what it goes, but I think it's nice. Might do a bit of lilting at the end of it. So lilting, I don't know, do you know what lilting is? Yeah, you've heard it before. So it's the old tradition, maybe in areas where they couldn't afford instruments, or if they didn't have instruments, they would kind of mouth music, so they would lilt the tunes. So I'll hopefully go on to a bit of lilting after it, all being well. Bit enough breath left. Oh yeah, we have our bar on over here, so. Tan Caoilech ag Fógart an Lé, Tan Caoilech ag Fógart an Lé,
Tan waka gadar is a giri e osco chanka lachi pokerton lay. Tanka lachi pokerton lay. Tanka lachi pokerton lay. Tan waka gadar is a giri e osco chanka lachi pokerton lay. Tanka lachi pokerton lay. Tanka lachi pokerton lay. Tan charkas a halin a galagus out and kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan charkas a halin a galagus out and kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan harkas a halin a galagus out and kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan charkas a halin a galagus out and kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan bon and harkat thort wine jan chalach tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. The bon and ya harkat thort wine tan chalach tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan gren and the lees and gren the giri tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan kilachi pokerton lay. Tan yalach na lees and gren the giri tan kilachi pokerton lay. Yan the yuten down the lead up a day down the day down the down down to the day down the day down the day down the day down he got down the day down the day down written down to the day down the day down for the head down the day down the day down the day down the day down yes down the day 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 down for the down yes down the day down the day down the day down yes down the day down the day down the day down the day down written down to the day down 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 written down the day down written down to the day down the day down the day down but it lam to the day down the day down yet down to the day down the day down to the day down but it lam to the day down the lam to the day down the lam down to the day down the day down to the day down very much. Going to and great you were
You play whistles and such as well, do you? Or what? Sorry, you play two instruments. Was it the fiddle and
the fiddle and the whistle?
Fiddle and the whistle. Well, you don't need them. That's lovely lilting.
No, but it's great. I love the lilting. It was something a few years ago I just decided to go into the FLA and just enter it. But it's really since then I've just thought it's such an important tradition that we should keep going, and it's great to see so many young people doing it myself, and Catherine Cullen from Leitrim and Killian Cullen, a few people lots of people lilting, and it's great, and of course keeping Seamus Faye's legacy alive and lots of other lilters, so it's great. But and hopefully you're joining in the house to anyone on Zoom or on the live stream, also ain't my so in Asian. I'll sing a song. So I was saying earlier, I'm from. What a breath out of that after that. So I'm from Derry. So I'm from a little place called Culmore. So it's used to be part of Inishowen, that part of Derry, and it is a very historical place, especially in the songs. There's so many songs that talk about Culmore, as it's at the foot of the foyle, and lots of people unfortunately left Ireland and emigrated abroad from we're right on the water, so just they went out on the ships, and a lot of time never came back. So there's lots of songs about it, but I just thought today maybe that I'll sing The Maid of Comore. It's a lovely one. I heard, of course, Mary Dillon singing it, and we were celebrating Ted. I know Sal's on Sal Litchfield, and we were celebrating Ted recently, and Róise White sang the song, so I just thought I would sing it for Sal at home there, and anyone else listening. So. Leaving sweet, lovely Derry for fair London town. There is no finer harbour can be found, where the youngsters each evening go down to the shore, and the joy bells are ringing for the Maid of Comore. The first time I met her, she passed me by, and the next time I saw her, she bid me goodbye. But the last time I saw her, it grieved my heart sore, for she said down a foreland away from Comore. If I had the powers the storms for to rise, I would make the wind blow wide, and I'd darken the skies. I would make the wind blow high, and the salt seas to roar, for the day that my darling sailed away from Comore to the back parts of America, my love, I go and see. For is there I don't know one, and no one knows me. And if I don't find her, I'll return no more. Like a pilgrim I wander for the Maid of Comore.
No better place to leave it. So Coolmore is that where you're from, or is
Coolmore, yeah, it's the little townland that I'm from. It's just on the border of Coolmore, and then if you just go 5 minutes up the road, you're in Inishowen. You're up in Donegal.
Well, that song, as I believe your voice should, has travelled far and wide. I found myself 8 years ago in Japan, in Osaka, and a man called Rintaro told me he sings that song, and he plays the harp as well. A Japanese man, but he was sure to tell me that he doesn't say London dare you, he says sweet lovely dare you, because he is a Republican. In Osaka, Japan. So. Sorry, I wasn't on the microphone there. Maybe for the best. Let's put our hands together very quickly, just for our first time. Connor Sweetman helping out on the Zoom, keeping everything going, and all our Zoom singers, all our wonderful Zoom singers. And then keep it going for Róise Ní Mhurchú. Thank you so much. Ní Mhurchú, sorry. I was scared by the pronunciation of your name, but we shan't forget it after today. And the next time you're here, I hope you have CDs and everything to sell, because we want to hear more of your voice. I think we'll all agree. So thank you so much, everyone on Zoom. Please do come through on the 20th next month for Len Graham. And we'll be taking a break for winter, so it's the best time to come and catch us here. And indeed come and see the beautiful artwork around, as is being exhibited on the 20th on Sunday. So for all of the singers and all of the new faces and everyone, one more big thank you from us at the Seamus Ennis Arts Centre. Thank you so much. Kermila, Slánanish. No, Kerm Haggard, thank you. Lovely stuff.